Hello everyone, welcome to our Let's Play series of Torment, Tides of Numenera. This is Colonel RPG as usual, and I'm very happy that you chose to join me today here in our mind's labyrinth. As it turns out, it's the labyrinth in the mind of the Changing God and of all the cast-offs. Not really sure what it is. It was created by the Changing God. We can control it somehow, but we can only access it in our mind. I'm not really sure. Anyway, we have Rin with us, which is fantastic and brilliant. And also we can get Tibir in there. I'm not gonna get Tibir in there. Look at that. We can see the sort of place. Oh, wait a minute. Is that Tibir? No. Anyway, we're going in here into a deserty place and see if we can rescue Erritis and Lagoon from the clutches of wherever these guys are. And yeah, see what happens. This time around we're not swimming, which is a thing we did. Oh. Matkina and Tash? What? Wait a minute. Matkina? Why is it Matkina here? Save the children, Neng! Save them! She says. Oh, wait a minute. I know why she's here. Because this is where all the cast-offs go and stuff. It would take immense strength to create homes from these slabs of rock. You remember now, these are the homes of Colony Village from the mere Matkina gave you. Huh. What about this one? The rug and jar are mundane but not generic. This place was not built from your memories, but you know you've seen this before. Okay. Let's see. Let's have a chat with... I mean, we saved Tash. Damn you to the blackest hells, Badge. Yeah, we also saved Badge. I think we saved them. Anyway, let's have a chat with Matkina. She has something in her head. Matkina holds her weapons tightly and screams. As you come close, the shadows around her solidify. She is reliving the horrors of the attack on Koln, and for a moment, you're there with her. The first militia lashes out with their weapons, and the villagers transform into their monstrous forms again. Her weapons have no effect, and her dying friends gout blood that washes around her boots. Tash is nearby, his face contorted with rage. Somehow he's involved in this. Neng, Tick... I'm so sorry, I didn't know, she thinks. The faces in her nightmare change and twist. You see the first mask, Badge's face, Melmoth, and Memovita. Memovita? Yeah. The Memovita. Melmoth the Memovita. Countless faces, jeering, mocking, spilling their contempt across her. She fights savagely against the faces arrayed against her, each another stone in a wall of betrayal and mistrust. She's muttering and whimpering, as if caught in a living dream, and you can hear her whispers. Traitor, murderer of dreams, butcher, my fault. Must scatter you, burn you, she says. Let's shake her out of her, let's shake her to snap her out of it. Come on, Matkina. You put your hand on her shoulder to shove her, and she lashes out, quick as lightning. You snatch your hand away just in time. Come on, cowards, she screams. Come and fight. Come and die for what you've done. Let's try and shake her again. You reach out again, barely pulling away in time to avoid her blade. This isn't working. Her illusion is too strong. You sense the knowledge you need. You sense the knowledge you need to help her is in the labyrinth somewhere, but not here in this fathom. I'm here, Matkina. You don't need to fight anymore. I'm here, Neng, she says. No, okay, she's kind of crazy. The shadows leer and twist around her, and a distorted version of Badge's face looms in the air. She raises a flame lance high over her head and strikes swiftly. Matkina knocks it aside, plunging a knife in the shadow's body. The ferocious hit from the lance washes over you even as the lance vanishes. This illusion is powerful, too powerful, to just talk her out of it. In a whisper, almost too soft to hear, you hear Matkina say, I don't want to fight anymore. Okay, I can try to shake her again, but yeah, it doesn't, nothing happens. Okay, let's see what Tash has to say about this. I'm not really sure what's gonna happen here, but yeah. The flick, because, you know, if this is not one place that we need to go, I'm not really sure, but yeah, the flickering shapes and ambient shadows that bedevil Tash are almost invisible, but as you near, they take form. You see Matkina struggling against the forces of the first militia in Koln, and Tash is lunging at her, snarling as he tries to undo the changes you wrought in his history. He struggles against the constraints you placed on him when you inhabited his body. He snarls and spits as you violate his life and choice. He is alive with defiance and humiliation. No, no, get out of my mind, my body, he thinks. This is not how it's supposed to be. Tash. Tash. I think this Tash was... I don't remember who he was. I don't remember who he was. Let's go. I'll trust the game there with the intimidation. I'll make you suffer, Tash. Burn for your betrayals. Actually, wait a minute. Can I... No, I can't access the codex. That'd be interesting, but yeah. Let's go with that. Simple. There it is. See what happens. He struggles against... Nice. He struggles against your words without hearing them, but they fall like a lash into his mind, and his repeated protestations are no shield against your hate. His body begins to shiver and spark, and then a ball of light appears within his torso. It is not a gentle orb, but a flaming star, a sun of hatred and wrath. He lifts his hand and looks up to you. Pain and confusion war within his face, with the smallest part of regret. The light spills from his eyes like incandescent blood. The light pulses once and pulls Tash inwards. He is gone, consumed in a sudden, silent contraction. Or contraction. Huh. The orb hovers for a moment before sinking into the labyrinth. All that remains is a small device. You scoop it up. It's a permanent skill level up. Sure. Trathon's mask. I'll do that. I'll use that because I need a cipher. It's a cipher, of course. Use that. Oh, melee weapons, ranged weapons, medium weapons, heavy weapons. Can I undo that? Can I not use that up, please? Thank you. Can you... She has... Yeah, that one. Why can't she use that? Oh, tell me she can't. Why? I know it can only be equipped. Unequip! She doesn't. Okay, well, we got this for free anyway, so it doesn't matter. She's got... Man, she's got a lot of... she's got a lot of skills right there. So I guess I might as well just use it for... We've got melee weapons, medium weapons. Let's go with ranged weapons, because that's the thing I have anyway. Speaking of which, I have a new one, so yeah, might as well use it. Let's get that. Thank you very much. And in comparison... There it is. So this one is a 3 damage per effort, max 12. This one is 3, max 18. And it just does a better damage all around. So that's pretty good. I mean, I'm probably never going to use it, but there we go. So Matkina needs to be saved somehow. We have Hallijourn back here. He's got the same problem. Yeah. As you approach, you see Hallijourn trapped in a repeating loop of tortured time. The shadow of a black metal frame looms behind him. Then a flood of night-black monsters pours from it, red in eye and tooth. Shadowy villagers lurch and scream as the monsters fasten onto them. Their faces come clear for a moment. Agony and fear, their defining traits. Two stand out, a woman and her daughter. Hallijourn sobs helpless. The creature closes in. Isatrina, Avija, no! Curse this body, I'm too slow, too stupid, he thinks. You know the truth of what you see here, that the creatures that assail Hallijourn's family are not destroying them. The beasts are copying the villagers, transmuting them into data that will be patterned into Hallijourn's arms. Maybe reminding him of the truth will set him free of his suffering. Yeah, hopefully that will be the case. The monsters didn't destroy your village, Hallijourn. We will find the code that will set them free. Reason creeps onto his face, and the numb horror recedes. The blackness that spills from the frame is gone. He lays a hand on a tattoo and pulls it halfway from his body, or from his skin. I know you. I know you. He laughs delighted. I know all of you. He reaches into his skin and lifts a handful of them into the air. Oh, my friends. Isatrina, Avija. I am not dead, he thinks. No, not dead. I should have known, he says. I cursed you. I hated you. I wanted you gone, but I carried my answers. I am so sorry. He lets the tattoo sink back into his skin. How is this possible? How do I know the answer now? How do I... And he turns to you. The realization dawns on his face. It was you. You unlocked the answers. You showed me the secret to releasing them from the trap of my skin. When we've returned to the world, I'll set them loose. And he swallows deeply. Thank you, friend. Thank you. So, what now? You want to join me again? Gladly, he claps you on the shoulder. So we completed...
Stop us now.
Nope, nobody's gonna stop us now, indeed. So we completed his quest. Is that what it happened? He's not fully healed, though. Which is kind of a shame. But I believe...
Now.
Oh, you don't have healing? Oh, come on. Oh, maybe she does. It's just a different skill, I guess. Let's see. What happens? Conserve the next cipher used, allowing it to be used a second time. Can that be used with items that grant permanent bonuses? Yeah, that'd be really good, wouldn't it? That's a very powerful ability right there. That's a really powerful ability, especially out of combat. Lagoon, do you have anything that heals you? Okay, so he's got a bunch of stuff over there. Any cipher that heals him. Well, we do have a few of those. Let's give him just one. And he's gonna use that. There it is. Okay. So, Lagoon.
What do you need?
I need you. Oh, you can heal yourself. That's right. That's probably gonna be better to use that
What do you need?
off combat.
Thanks.
Oh, we can actually... Yeah, we can rest. Yeah, but just in case we don't, we can't.
All right.
Oh, that didn't go down.
Yeah?
Yeah? Oh, we did. It just
All right.
took a little bit of time. Oh, lovely. Oh. Yeah, the game freaks out. It really does freak out. What do we have over here? These hovels are markedly different from the stone homes below, as if they were from a different village. What? Stone homes below? Oh, these things. Oh, we're going up? Okay, good. What about this thing? Huh. You look up. The stone figure looks down, holding a circular symbol in its hands. Hair, or perhaps tendrils, curl from the edges of the hood that covers most of the statue's angular face. Abstract patterns race along the folds and wrinkles of the figure's robes. What is that for? Let's examine the statue first. It's not immediately apparent who the statue portrayed. Perhaps this was a major figure in another cast-off's life and found its way here somehow. You may never know. The symbol itself is a collection of shapes, a cross within a square inside a circle. Yeah, sure. I mean, I wouldn't say that there was a collection of shapes, but it is. It seems familiar now that you look at it more closely. It's not simple stone either. It's, you draw a thoughtful breath. Memory tangled in stone, a system of bonded or bounded power echoing upon itself. But I don't remember the order. Let's touch the square first. Maybe there's no order. You lay your hand upon the square and a vision falls upon you, showing you a single figure kneeling at the peak of a jagged pile of bones. You cannot tell if it is a man or a woman, but the cast-off tattoo is clearly visible. All you can hear are the whispered words. Thank you, thank you, thank you. What about the circle? You brush your hand against the circle and a vision enfolds you in its arms, showing you a ghostly woman's face, the same ghostly woman you met in the calm of your mind. Anguish fades from her, then the translucent light, before long her face is flesh once more. And the cross, a vision cracks open your mind, showing you a billowing, towering creature, screaming with 1,000 mouths. She is devouring herself. She is the Avenger. I'm thinking maybe that vision might be the sorrow itself. We did get a very... did we ever went into the gender of the sorrow? I think this somehow... Is she the sorrow? Is that... Thank you, thank you, thank you. I don't really understand that one. She's devouring herself. That's, yeah, 1,000 mouths screaming, devouring herself. And the Avenger, targeted for revenge, and she is dying. Okay, let's pull the symbol free, whatever that does. You lay both hands upon the symbol, pull, and a vision unfolds before your eyes. You tower over the worlds, crossing it with great invisible strides. Faces blur beneath you, a sea of them, but all of them one thing in common, or have one thing in common. No cast-off tattoos. You and your siblings are nowhere to be seen. The image fades when you release the symbol firmly held in the statue's grip. Nonetheless, you still feel the rough edges of it on your palms, if only for a second. Is that the reality of... I couldn't really grasp exactly what was going on. But I wonder if that's the reality of a world without cast-offs. A pile of bones. A woman kneeling... no, she was kneeling, yeah, or somebody, a cast-off kneeling and thanking. Is that, like, each part? Like, the circle does one thing, the cross does another? Okay, let's go into this one. I hope this is where I can save Matkina. I kind of want to save Matkina. I don't think she can join us in our battle, but yeah. So this looks like little Niliash. We got slavers. We have Tol Magur over there, and I have no idea who he is. I don't remember. What about this guy over here? Well, actually, we could check. Let's go into Codex over here. We go into characters. Tol Magur. Let's see, actually, Tol Magur, he's not here. Tash, right there. Tash was a member of the 1st Militia, tasked with retrieving the Jank from Koln village with Matkina, but you rewrote his history when you entered his Mircaster, restoring Matkina's memory in the process. Yeah, that was the point. Okay, so that explains what happened there. Dim, sickly lights flicker underneath the statue of this massive carapace. Whatever is buried underneath here is never getting out. Okay. Sure. So this is water? No, it's transparent. Or it could be just reflecting the sky or something. Someone has created a makeshift lean-to from pieces they found here. And this guy is saying something. There's slavers against Tol Magur. Is this... Oh. This is the mutant. The slaver Tol Magur. Oh, maybe not. He's here. Her arms flailing across her body. Shades of her tide-addicted compatriots. Oh, that's right. This was the one that had Rin. Compatriots flicker around her. Substantialist specters who radiate a burning, ephemeral need. Her hands pass through them. And each time she looks as if she is going to vomit. Her feet are buried in the ground. She cannot move. You feel the tiles coil within you. Perhaps as a response to the hungry ghosts that surround Tol. I know these shades. I killed them. But accidentally. I'm not a killer. I'm not. But these are slavers. Tol, is that you? What is happening to you? Says Rin. Tol stops battling the shades for a moment, looking at... No, through Rin. I thought I heard something. A bird, she says. Then she cries out as another shade flickers near her face. Those ghosts, I know them, says Rin. They were people addicted to what she did to them. Without me around to temper her powers, she'd kill them. And she turns to you. We should help her if we can. She was terrible to me, I know, but she needed me as well. And she shakes her head. I'm not condoning what she did. I want to forgive her. And she cowers. Tol Magur does. I hate this. I hate this. This is the only thing I hate about this game is that for some reason the writers decided to add this. And it's terrible. I hate it. Anyway, Tol Magur cowers, covering her head from a fresh attack. She seems completely unaware that either of you are even there. Okay, let's try to persuade her. Sounds simple enough. So what did I say? Well, I succeeded, of course. Those shades aren't real. You can free yourself. Tol Magur struggles and screams against the need of her erstwhile minions. But somehow your words penetrate the barrier of her fear. She opens her eyes and sees you. She reaches out a hand to you, and a spark of energy flashes between your fingertips. Within it, awareness comes to her eyes. Is that my little bird? Unable to speak, Rin only nods. The shades fade away from around her, and she mouths silent gratitude. She rests her weary head on the floor of the labyrinth and sinks into the ground, leaving no trace behind. Did I get anything out of that? Because I need to save Matkina. I kind of want to save Matkina. Hopefully, Erritis is over there! Fantastic. Okay, what do we have here? A sharp, lemony scent pervades the air here. Every few minutes, a whiff of decaying flesh gusts gusts forth before the lemon scent returns. Okay, I prefer the lemon scent, please. Several small animals cheater somewhere beneath the detritus. And we have Philethis? This was the... Philethis was the guy that we found in Saga's Cliffs. He was kind of irrelevant. Why? He's not even here. Okay, well, let's have a chat with the... This pile of debris rises and falls almost imperceptibly in regular intervals, as if something were breathing underneath it. Though certainly nothing could live under there. I don't like that. Let's have a chat with Erritis and get him to my team again. Erritis stands, fists clenched and knuckles white at the center of his aura. His golden cloud. It takes you a moment to realize what's different here. He is in a hollow place within the glow, though it is reaching for him with hooked tendrils and jagged spines. Somehow, Erritis is holding the paragons and cathartics at bay. Tell me how I can help you. I don't know, he whispers. I just know that I can't hold. I can't. Let us in, roars the paragons. We had a bargain, Erritis. You can't go back on it just because you didn't agree to it in the first place. Let us in, whined the cathartics. We are in danger out here. We are exposed. It is very cold. I don't want to use the title Affinity. But I must. I can't risk him not. I need to save him. This is your mind. Separate the audience and Erritis for good. I'm gonna do that. Following the wordless urges of your instincts, you plunge your hands into the golden cloud. Bloody, crisscrossing lines race over your knuckles and up your arms, but the audience has no taste for you. You can sense its horror and disgust at being touched like this. With a grunt, you tear the cloud away from your companion. The audience screams as one. Honor, glory, hero, punish, error, error, error. A tiny star flares at the center of the golden cloud in your hands. Another, and soon a ripple of spider-webbing flame races outwards as the nano-demons rupture one by one. The flames don't hurt. They tingle. At last, smoke rises from your empty hands and unburdened skin. Fantastic. You turn back to Erritis. He is transparent, fading. He is no longer a hero, a fighter, or a champion. What he is crying. Grateful tears pour down the herder's face, and he raises a single hand to wave goodbye. Then, Erritis is gone. That was him, wasn't it? Says Rin. The real Erritis, I mean. He was... glorious. We saved him. It's interesting... It's so silent. It's interesting that the game made a point of pointing out that he was a herder. He was just a normal person. And of course he took all my items with him, but maybe he didn't. I think he might have. No, I think he left some behind. Maybe. Doesn't matter. Erritis is safe. Free. Well, he was happy. That's all that really matters. And if Rin was anything to judge by, I think this game really doesn't play tricks on us, like him being happy and then going off to his doom or something. So let's level up. We're now tier 5. We're maximum level, or I am anyway. Extra effort right there. Yes, thank you very much. I'm now tier 6. I don't think we can level up apart from this. Maybe we can. I don't know. Because they added tier 5 in the last level, in the last patch, so... What do I have here? Successful attack. When you kill an enemy, immediately make a bonus attack against the nearest enemy in range without moving. Applies to both melee and ranged attacks. Unfortunately, it doesn't happen to magic attacks. Automatically succeed on the next persuasion, deception, or intimidation task. Yeah, I don't need that. A scatter bomb. Attack all enemies in range, dealing 4 energy damage. Any enemies within with negative vitals that you hit are also pushed away a short distance. That is a terrible attack. What the hell? Automatically succeed on the next weak fingers. Maelstrom. That does physical damage for a total of 12. It does 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So it's 22. Even on miss, deals 1 damage per level of effort applied. That's 22 on base. And then it does... That's a pretty powerful attack. That's interesting. Gravity manipulation, energize, choose the damage type, confers... Okay, entropic field. Don't need that. Quantum step. Don't really need that. I mean... Within range. It's within range, so it doesn't really matter. Adaptation. Flash. Deals 8 physical damage to all enemies struck inside the radius. Even on a miss, damage 1 per... Okay, so... Yeah. Plague Spirits. Infuse critical hits with Entropic Force, conferring disrupted on top of normal effects and abilities. Animate Balefire. That is a good one, because this thing, if I remember correctly... fight by a side, this character can only summon 1 Balefire at a time. Does it, they shape a mindless minion for me to bind it to your, well, I'm gonna go with that. Well, yeah, I'm gonna go with the scatter bomb. No, not with the scatter bomb, with the maelstrom. There it is. Is that right? Yeah, okay. So that's that. We're level 6 now, or tier 6. Let's see what you get. You're tier 5, are you? Well, you're gonna be. Stat pools increase. Alligern, what are you gonna need, man? Actually, let me see. What weapons do you have? You have melee weapons. But that doesn't mean he actually needs that. I'm gonna go with his intellect, because he kind of needs that one.
New tricks.
Indeed. So, quick fingers, mind control, successive attacks, that's mind control. Successive attacks is pretty decent if he gets a kill. Scanning array, plus bonus on each perceptions and other things. Take that away. Take that away. Why is it? It looks like it's still selected. You see that? It's just the, like, if you hold and drag, it's weird. Okay, so I'm gonna go with mind control over there, and then everything, I think it's good. So it's tier 5. She's tier 5 as well, and she might level up. Look at that. But Erritis is gone. Forever, I don't think. Or I think. Forever. Let's see what we have over here. Looks like a serpent. Wrapped around an aging stone pillar is a plated creature unlike anything you've ever seen. It hisses at the air, but its eyes, rows of them, like spiders, are fixed on you, glittering. Oh, we found one of these things before. It was a cat, right? In the Valley of Dead Heroes. It's just a statue, but your body trembles to look at it. It wants something more than just flesh. There's a strong feeling of malevolent intelligence surrounding this statue that you can't explain. Even more worrying, however, is the sense of familiarity you get while looking at it. The creature doesn't fit any kind of classification in the 9th world, and it appears too intelligent to be one of the created Numenera. This thing is a visitant from some more distant world, or possibly another reality altogether. The feeling of malevolence or predation reminds you strongly of when you first met Dracogen in the Bloom. You don't understand why this creature would remind of that man, however. Well, he's not really a man. Was he really a man? Let's try to figure out what this is all about. Or what exactly did I select? Why this feeling is so familiar, yeah. Several memories strike you all at once. Not memories of your own past, but those of your siblings. You see yourself prostrate before a creature, exactly like the statue, but larger and more menacing. You're in tears, terrified. The creature stretches out a claw, and some invisible force crushes your chest. A flash. Light from the creature's many eyes sears through your retina into your brain. You fall on the floor, aware, but unable to move. In another memory, you storm through a burning village in search of some artifact. The memory races forward, and you present that artifact to the creature. Another flash, you are kneeling before the creature. It speaks in your mind. Rise, my servant. Today you are no longer cast off. You are Dracogen. Dracogen was a cast off? And you will henceforth speak in my name and carry out my will in this world. The memories flee. You're left trembling. This thing is Dracogen, the real Dracogen, not the man. It uses mortals to its own inscrutable ends, even as mouthpieces, as it did with the Dracogen you met in the Bloom. Several cast-offs have crossed it over the centuries. The creature finds the immortality and greed of your siblings useful, and their disregard for mortal lives convenient. This statue was constructed from their memories. One of them even served as Dracogen long ago. Well, let's see what I can do on the next episode. But for right now, I'm Colonel RPG, and this has been Torment, Tides of Numenera. I really hope you've enjoyed it, and if you did, go ahead and leave a comment, like the video, but above all, thank you so much for watching, and I hope I'll see you next episode. Bye-bye!